out about that way. But we'll see what happens. So Mr. Bowser plays Justin soon. In singles. That'll be epic. But right now we have Mr. Justin playing with Snake. Oh no, he just warmed up Alamar and is playing Zero Suit Samus. I hate him. Shokio, you're banned. Get that ass banned, as the kids like to say. I honestly don't know what stage Fox Snake really likes. Honestly, I don't know what ZSS DD really likes either. Fox is pretty good anywhere. It really just depends on who he's teaming with. I imagine Snake's a really good stage hazardy character, and Fox can kind of play support a lot of the time. Maybe they'll just cover each other and play double support. I feel like Shokio might be the most aggressive player. He's almost definitely the most aggressive player on the screen. But I could be wrong. Wait, I was gonna say I've been wrong before, but that would just be false. Okay, zoning him out pretty well right now. They have Birdman in the front. I kind of like it. He's an easy target, but Shokio can easily save him. Although I think Shokio is better at getting out of combos just based on his character. And Birdman also has the support capabilities thanks to those waddle dashes, those long-range moves, if you will. At the ledge. Ooh, okay. I like the downbeat choice, although it was just Shokio who got caught up in it. I think maybe if Birdman had like walked back a little, or not walked in front as far, that would have been a good idea. It's important to note that sometimes even though ideas don't work, doesn't mean they're bad ideas. Ooh, I like that. Big scooparoo. I feel like, yeah, Shokio definitely should have just let... Okay, he's got Snake out there. I think he should be going for the double team on Fox. Fox is way easier to get damage on. Oh, I think we're going to have American Bowser commentate with me. Welcome, Jake.
Shit. Oh, there I am.
Did you defeat Troy with Donkey Kong?
I am lone.
Hello. Did you defeat Troy with Donkey Kong?
Yes.
I defeated Lone.
But I'm lone.
Well, I camped you relentlessly with King DDD.
Happy days.
So, we're watching this set. I'm
What's
mostly
happening?
just here because I can't play my set until this is over.
Same, actually. I played Justin.
Yeah, the winner of this... no, not the winner of this set, but Shokio plays Jimmy, and the loser of that plays Mythic, and then the winner of that plays me. So
That's way too complicated.
Yeah, I know. Numbers and shit, dude.
Can you dumb it down a little bit?
Math. You get what I'm saying, my guy?
Understandable.
Relatable meme, XD.
Definitely a relatable meme. I do love relatable
I'm trying to learn
memes.
how to play King DDD from Birdman right now, because my DDD needs some work. Although he is going to center stage, which I really don't understand.
Yeah, you need to be watching some dumb shiny. I think he's the optimal DDD.
Yeah, I
for you
was
to learn
watching
from.
some dumb shiny. I watched Ripple Timeout XYK the other day.
Oh.
That was pretty nice.
I didn't know Ripple still played.
It was from like 6 months ago. It was pretty epic.
That's still pretty recent, though.
Yeah, it's recent enough.
Yeah, it's recent enough to matter. Apparently he plays Charizard, too.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Yeah, no, that...
Charizard can sort of take people to be some, but not as cool as the DDD King.
Is that all?
Was that all?
No,
Please
tell me.
Is the set over yet?
ZSS asked the question, but I don't know the answer.
Huh?
What?
Hello. Greetings.
I kind of just came over here because I wanted to sit down in this nice, comfy chair.
Now you're waiting.
I'm
Let's go.
Big chillin'. As
Big chilling dude, 829.
You know it, my guy. I can't believe Shift got a 56.
Dude, that was epic. If, for all of you that don't know, I'm going to talk about something important right now, unlike what's happening on the stream. There's a SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom speedrunner named Shift HD. He is the greatest person in the world. He's finally got sub 57. Everyone check him out. He's the best streamer of all time. He literally just screams at everyone in his chat, and he'll literally read every message. It's a very hard speedrun, too.
It's a very hard speedrun.
It's actually a really good speedrun. Everybody watch it and
it's like low key.
Start speedrunning that game instead of playing this game. You'll
very exciting, trust me.
Your tech skill will probably end up being better in this game.
Probably. You just have to play with an Xbox
You have to play
controller.
with an Xbox controller and do things that are harder than anyone has to do in this game. Like Fast Nut.
Fast Nut is a very, very difficult maneuver.
Where you freaking nut fast.
Quick Slick is also very difficult.
That is actually one of the freaking hardest things in the world.
What is a hard move? Oh, did you see like on his like? I didn't know he like perfected that new trick where he like flies into the where he like gets into the capsule or whatever with the big ball.
Oh yeah, he did.
He like perfected that. Oh my god, it's so good now.
Power Clip is nutty.
He like made it so the ball just goes directly towards the dang spatula.
It's pretty nice.
He's gotten very good at it. Wow.
All right, Jake, get out of here.
Oh, am I leaving now?
Goodbye, Jake.
But I really like sitting here. Damn it. Wait.
What happened? What just happened?
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, Jake. This will be the last we see of you. Prepare to evaporate. Ooh, okay. Big backward aerial. Oh no, Birdman hit his teammate. Welcome.
What is going on?
Birdman and Shokio are destroying right now.
Oh yeah, they are. No reset?
Not yet.
Okay. So who is in losers? I'm assuming it's Birdman Shokio?
Yeah, Birdman and Shokio are in
Okay.
losers. Yeah, they lost to Aggie Bird.
Oh, very awkward. I do like the DDD pick though, going into it.
Yeah, I think that's definitely Jason's strongest Devil's character usually.
I think it's good, especially against the Snake, testing survivability against survivability. Also,
Yeah.
ZSS has a pretty easy time surviving, and there's a lot of setup to be had, especially with Fox Snake.
Yeah. It's easy to also just like, DDD has a lot of moves that are very good at just like moving Snake off the stage and then they can just double team Fox.
Exactly. Yeah, I think a majority of this is going to rely on Peter. I say that every time he plays against the Fox, but
Yeah.
the Snake is so essential to this team comp.
Yeah. I would agree. I would agree. Now this is a very hard position to be in.
Yeah, it's it's not the most fun because you're going to be facing a lot of aerial sharking, and because Snake's immediate out of shield option is usually up B, it's pretty easy to cover at that point. You just have to respect his distance and then just swat him away with like Nair or Fair from
You can even have one person that just covers just in case he doesn't.
Yeah, exactly.
In doubles, it's basically, there's no reading required. It's just, you gotta get messed up if people are willing to wait.
Yeah. The only thing other than that I can think of if you give him his space is probably roll, but that's pretty easy to cover because he's not going to jump out of shield dare unless you actually like touch him and try to retaliate, because if he messes up, then that's a free hit onto him.
Yeah, Birdman always stays like, in the 2v ones, he'll always stay like a roll distance away from Shokio.
Yeah.
All right, reset.
Oh, because it is 2 out of 3.
Mm-hmm.
Completely forgot. Shokio playing the Beast Zone.
He is playing the Beast Zone. I love the Beast Zone.
Even though I don't think that ZSS is the best at said Beast Zone.
I think actually, theoretically, Wolf is the best at the Beast Zone.
Yes, most definitely. Especially because it's laser
hack stash, right?
Yeah. Even though it's pretty frame tight.
Yeah, Wario King DDD are pretty good at the Beast Zone, though. Big fan of King DDD.
Wario, yeah, like you said, Wario as well. definitely really great at playing the patient game. I feel like, if anything, Wolf is also in the same format, but definitely more technical, more high risk, high reward.
Yeah. He also doesn't get as much off of playing the ledge as like Wario and DDD do.
Yeah.
Because like DDD and Wario can literally just throw you off stage once and you just die.
Because there's still technically some form of setup.
Yeah, like Wolf does have ways of doing that with like back air footstool, but they're more DI mix-ups than anything.
Yeah, I agree.
Good weight.
Very smart, but still going to be in the lead. Captain Birdman and Shokio. Not really going to say that they're running away, especially with this set, but momentum is definitely a factor that you have to take into consideration. The rise, yeah, just making sure to use all of his jumps just to wait it out, knowing that Arsenals wasn't going to keep playing with his food, especially because Shokio definitely one to be killed. I think every time this composition has gone bad, or every time Captain Birdman and Shokio have gone out, it's usually because Shokio has been either the lackluster member of the team or has just been like immediately picked on in the beginning. Yeah,
I definitely think like the driving force, I said this earlier, the driving force behind Shokio Birdman is Birdman.
Yes, most definitely. He's such a heavyweight player, I think, overall. Yeah,
I think he definitely plays the support for that team. I think if anything that Shokio needs to do differently is a lot of times he'll just like overextend on edge guards and he just go for 2v1. His like aggressive options to get openings are really good actually.
I think one of the things is just because ZSS habits overall, just because they can go pretty deep.
I love when Birdman literally just runs across the stage and pivot grab back there someone.
Yeah. Umbreon also does that, but it's funny with Birdman just because DDD is so slow.
Yeah, Luck does the same thing.
Yeah, very, very unfortunate. And it's just hard to get past that point. Oh! That was a sumo slam.
Oh, Jake's still here. Thank the Lord. Bowser is here. All right. Where do you think they're going to go?
If anything, I would have to say... Actually, it's pretty hard to debate, because every time I think about like the driving engines of these teams, which is Snake versus DDD, practically.
Yeah.
I want to say FD, but it's very, very picky.
Yeah, I was thinking FD.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's Yoshi's, though.
Yeah,
specifically for Snake.
Yeah, I think Yoshi's... I think Justin's also very comfortable in that state.
Because if anything, Snake can play the vertical like camp game like so well, and if you have someone as slippery as Arsenals and doubles, it can go incredibly well.
Arsenals is very hard to hit in doubles. Can confirm.
Making sure, but using that double jump, not going to be dead yet. But when he's at 81%, anything can be said and done. Going for the punish onto Shokio. And what's great about this team is that there's a lot of trust to be had, especially with Snake, because you don't have to worry about his recovery whatsoever. Or him trying to recover. Usually he is going to make it back.
Yeah. But the one thing about Snake's recovery, although it is good, it is relatively slow.
Yes.
And in doubles, that can cost you a lot, especially if people are willing to recognize that and just 2v1 Fox.
It really is going to depend on how often you are able to get Snake off stage and then try to force the 2v1 against the point.
Yeah, for sure.
But once again, Big Boss, definitely a very finicky player as he plays Snake, super, super tricky. Yeah. Able to abuse burst movement like Dacus. Snake's Dacus is so good utility-wise rather than like general damage. Yeah. Just because it has that light knockup into the general hit, and then it adds like spatial pressure.
Yeah, comparing him to like Azer, I think he definitely has a lot more tricks in his bag.
Oh, most definitely. And it's funny because a lot of people just assume Azer like the big trickster of like Snake players.
Yeah.
Just because it seems like he wants to go for Gimp City or like some form of style.
He has a lot of memes, that's for sure.
Yeah.
He has the box ready to go.
Famous for the box. Sometimes even goes for the cigarette. But I think...
But like actual neutral tricks, I think Rex has a lot more.
Yeah, or just any like a better understanding of the character.
Yeah.
Or general execution always helps.
I think you could argue Rex is a better Snake, but Azer's a better player with Snake.
I do agree. Ooh, going for the fair. I don't think that was safe on shield, but Birdman definitely not trying to risk it. Getting caught into the down tilt. I feel like one of the strongest down tilts in the game. Even Snake just being able just to go for crouch because it has that reverse hitbox, being able to catch anything behind him. And Arsenal's definitely putting the laser in the right place, going to stop that Waddle Dee from his devious plans.
That was super good forward air to flip him out. Now this is really hard. It would be much more less difficult if it was like 2 foxes and you could get like two gimps, but like Snake is very hard 2v1 against.
Yeah, someone who is allowed to be gimpable, if that makes sense, rather than Fox. That was actually an amazing mangle. Holy balls.
All right, last game of doubles.
And one of the big momentum changes is Rex actually going for that fair spike and it hitting both Arsenals and I think Shokio. Shokio laughing, but understanding that that was the best play, making them at a, I think it was like a 2-stock lead at that point.
Yeah. Wonder where they're going to go.
I think very curious. If anything, I wouldn't be surprised if it's PS2. Yeah, I think Final Destination is just a better pick because if Snake tries to opt for that vertical pressure, it's going to be really hard to contest at that point.
I would agree.
But we have seen Captain Birdman and Shokio opt for picks that are definitely more comfortable for Shokio overall, because if they go to a very awkward stage, usually Shokio will be caught out and then killed very early, ruining just the pace of the team. And I know that is just, it's a very minor problem.
Yeah.
But you definitely want to go for something that can completely cripple your opponent rather than be something that is, in my opinion, slightly more comfortable.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. That would definitely be a wise goal.
Because in argument, you would have to try harder than going for the actual, what the counter pick provides for your team.
I agree.
Ooh, going for the get-up attack, but Arsenal's definitely going to stay right there, rushing back just so that they can go for the 2v1 positioning on Shokio, but immediate reversals coming back, and it's just going to be a chaos and build up of percent as we keep moving on, especially because it's such a flat stage.
Yeah, a lot of things can happen very fast on FD. There's not really room to escape.
And it's not like they're opting time to escape, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because like you were saying, there is nowhere to go.
Yeah.
So a lot of the time you are going to be facing with just constant neutral or just awareness of pressure. Whoever, when you're in that, I think the best way to explain it is 1-2-1-2 setup. A lot of the time you are going to be hitting whoever is closest to you or whichever opponent is closest to you. So you're going to be finding a lot of like jump back air or immediate short hop back air, shuffle fair, stuff like that, just so you can get that pressure going on.
I think Arsenal's, like, one of his biggest strengths is his ability to reset in doubles, and you don't really have as many opportunities to do that on FD, so I think this was actually a pretty good counter pick thinking about it more.
I definitely do agree. I think Captain Birdman also incredibly comfortable with just constant pressure, trying to mix up timings with things like Waddle Dash.
Yeah, his ability to just, like, mix up his, like, different double jumps. It's also much more threatening on FD because you don't have any platforms to get in the way, so you can just kind of control the sky if he wants to.
Exactly. Oh, Shokio getting a little too antsy, especially with general miscommunication. That could have been a great kill, especially on Snake, but once again, Shokio being that aggressive type. But this happens in a lot of doubles teams, arguably not the best doubles teams, but points definitely getting overeager. We see that a lot whenever Apathy played doubles. We see it still when Wonder and Studebaker usually play. There's some
RJ really likes to hit things.
Yeah, exactly. And seeing it now with Shokio, even Arsenal's getting a tad bit over aggressive. Fury does it as well.
Yeah.
So definitely.
Arsenal's is usually really good about reeling it in though.
Yes. I think it's more because he's one of the calmest foxes of them all, just knowing exactly his spacing. I think Deku's also one of the most careful of the points.
Yeah.
If you want to say that he's a point when he plays with American Bowser, because usually
he plays support for the most part from what I see.
That's what I was going to say. Arguably, you could say he's also support, but
I think
there are a lot of times where he will be going in.
Yeah, I think he likes to play point, but I think in that role, he just realizes that it's better to play support because you can just put Bowser out in front, and if anything happens, you just get rid of the problem for him.
Exactly. With Shokio just missing the opportunity to get that offstage situation so ideal against Snake, so still going to be in the lead though, definitely going to be opting for that kill. Rex playing it very calmly, getting into that infinite situation.
The infinite!
Ooh, trying to get it onto Shokio, but instead opting for the stick, knowing that he messed up the timing. Up we go. Yeah,
it was at 90%.
and I do like the fact that Shokio opting for that triple jump instead just to escape, but because of the immediate launch, ooh, accidentally sticking the wall.
Arsenal's really gonna have to avoid basically everything right now.
Ooh.
Yeah, he messed up the stall.
And with anything, I mean, Captain Birdman is going to take that every day. I do agree with the Nair on paper.
Oh god. If they just like killed each other right there.
I would have laughed so hard.
Yeah.
Ooh, I do like the coordination.
Ooh, good fade back up air to cover that.
Yeah, DDD definitely hits hard for very, like, I would have to say very stable, non-extending sex kicks, because it doesn't, like, go out that far. It's just like a, it's a,
DDD
if you
does
will.
good damage, but more importantly, he does fast damage.
And if anything, very, very great wins. Congratulations to our winners of doubles, that going to be Captain Birdman and Shokio, respectively.
Yeah, me and Troy got upset today. We will be beasting on people later, though.
That was me and Jake's first time playing doubles.
All right. Next question is,
Okay.
what's next on stream?
That is also very true. Damn, I need to register for Low Tier City. Because I think it's like $30 for registration.
Yeah, right now.
If you, for those curious, Low Tier City 6 is going to be July, is it 27th?
27th through 29th, I think?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, it's like the last